Scavenger Eon's first note on the E protocol. I accidentally encountered a dying angel during my treasure hunt in the wasteland. Though her claim was mostly preposterous, I believe it is worth documenting. The E protocol, the Mother Sphere's plan to exterminate all Nightibas and take back Earth. I couldn't help myself but to ask, are you out of your damn mind? When she briefly told me the plan, I pasted incredibly shit. I couldn't help myself but ask, are you out of your damn mind? When she briefly told me her plan. Who in the world would think sending only a few urban squad members to do the job is a solid plan? We all know the cursed colony extinction. If Mother Sphere wants Nightibas out of the picture, dropping a few chunks from the moon will do the trick. You think she won't do it because we will all die as well? Really? She abandoned us and left us here like a bag of scraps decades ago. Now she's being merciful all of a sudden. See, like, this is also another thing. Obviously, one of the primary reasons as to why Mother Sphere does not want to do that is because she wants the planet to be still hospitable to humans, you know? Even though the Androidos members can actually live in inhospitable conditions and they do not need normal like provisions and agriculture in order to be able to, you know, create energy for their bodies the same way as, you know, organic humans do. Despite of that, I think she wants to keep Earth in an as hospitable state as possible. Maybe for the sake of her father, for Raphael Marx, you know? Because in order for her humankind to succeed the organic humans, she needs them to, you know, be an actual like advancement in like the both society and architecture of the human race in its entirety. And that does not mean that, you know, abandoning all of the like old like cultural and you know, societal and agricultural norms would actually be like preferable. Or maybe she's very sentimental. I mean, that could be also the case. Maybe she's doing this in honor of Raphael Marx, you know? It's not that she doesn't see completely eye to eye with Raphael Marx. It's just, you know, like Raphael, like Adam himself says that Earth is too small for both of our species to exist. Like Adam agrees with Mother Sphere in that sentiment. They both believe that only their species of humanity can exist on this planet at the same time. But Mother Sphere was the first one who jumped the gun, saying that, you know, I have to do something in order to make sure that my enhanced species of humanity comes out of this alive, you know? And my, you know, species of humanity is the, you know... What is the word? Is the successor of the human race, right? Not the organic humans that were imperfect from before. And Raphael Marx is basically just matching her ruthlessness by stating the same exact thing. But, you know, the reason as to why she's able to do that in the first place is because her artificial intelligence algorithm was created by Raphael Marx, of course. So if Raphael Marx wanted, you know, Mother Sphere to be as human as possible, and he obviously, when he created Mother Sphere, he made sure that Mother Sphere would not have any limiting or limits in her intelligence. Like, she's able to learn just like any other like human being by just, you know, scouring through like data points and just remembering stuff and, you know, learning technology and all that, you know, by normal means. Because then that would mean that she would be like controlled. And if somebody is controlled in their life, then actually, there's a line here from like Claire Obscure that I would like to use on this. Something that Ciel and what the fuck was her name? Ciel and Louvre say at the end of the game during the final encounter with Renoir, where Ciel says that, or no, I think it was Loon that says this, but she states how, like, you know, like the decisions and the restrictions of parents create what is the word? They create like profound and eternal marks on their children, and they should also have their wills and their decisions not be like restrained by a parental figure, you know, or an administrator in this sense. Because they are never able to become their own persons if they, you know, are controlled and restricted, you know. So it's kind of the same thing with, like, you know, Raphael Marx and Mother Sphere. Like, Raphael understood that, you know, if he forces guidelines on Mother Sphere on what she is able to do and what she isn't able to do, then she's never gonna be able to, you know, be more necessarily than what she's intended to be. So that is the reason as to why Mother Sphere is able to create and come up with, like, very arbitrary but ruthless decisions like what she did in the past in order for her enhanced humanity to be the one succeeds the human race, you know? But yeah, tying this back to, you know, as to why, you know, Earth has to be hospitable. I mean, it's both for, you know, honor's sake of... It's both for the sake of her creator, as well as she wants the planet to be in as hospitable condition as possible in order for, you know, for her own image, for her species' image, as well as for the architecture, the flourish in Earth, I would imagine would be one thing. I mean, they are scouring resources in space, of course, but you know, it would be extremely convenient to get good amount of resources from Earth as well, as long as it's, you know, not completely destroyed, you know? So, that also makes sense. And, you know, very importantly also, not having the Androids members that are currently living here also be destroyed for no good enough reason. And then there's obviously the agenda of Mother Sphere throwing only a few Airborne Squadron members on each one of the deployments, because she wants to gather intelligence on our Eve prototype in order for her Androids members to truly succeed the human race in all aspects of their existence. Their psyche and cognitive intelligence furthered from normal organic humans, as well as their anatomical bodies and metabolism.
The drone is different.
Metabolism, that's what I meant.
This is no longer the drone you knew. It's an all-new, upgraded Drone 2.0 that can launch long-range projectiles. No, this is more than just an upgrade. It's an evolution!
Adam didn't want this somehow. I think Adam must have intentionally teased Lily to do this, I think. Like, he knew this would happen. Why is there no crate on that?
Right on target again.
Oh, I think that one actually does have a crate normally too.
Perfect.
That's amazing, Lily.
I think Adam intentionally wanted Lily to actually tinker with the drone. I think that's what happened, must be going on. Because he knows that there might be an electromagnetic field inside Aldous Levar, you know?
Be very useful for the mission.
So he knows that we need some kind of other weapon that is not reliant on the weaponry of the Angels to function, or to be able to, you know, complete our mission inside of said base. That is likely the reason as to why. I mean, he's way too fucking smart and way too fucking, well, like, oh, I was gonna say, like, he's way too careful, way too thoughtful, and way too, like, what is the word, well-spoken in order for something very big detail like this, for example, to go over his head. Like, he has to know. He has to know that the possibility that there is some kind of an electromagnetic field that is blocking interference inside of the Aldous Levar areas at this point.
It